Oh, hello, Bev. How you doing? This Beth. Sorry, this is Cristiano down here in Santiago, Chile, doing finally entry to your contest. First of all, congratulations for having this one. I love the 80s. That's the name. That's the name of your contest. The theme of your contest. Really, really fun one to jump in. I in one second. I'm an 80s kind of guy. I was musically and raising the 80s. I was around those that time when that decade when everything starts happening. To me, I was born in '68, so as you can tell, I was in my teens around that time. So two simple things to speak about. Show or talk about your favorite 80s movies. I do like 80s movies. Unfortunately, I don't have any on physical format right now. I have a lot of many years ago, but I got rid of them or recorded them on VHS tapes, and never own anyone on right now on DVD or Blu-ray or stuff like that. However, every time one of those pop up on sometimes Netflix or in the cable or in TV, I get stuck and watch them until the movie is over. So I'm not going to talk about the usual suspects as Back to the Future, one of my favorite movies, the Rockies, the Rambos, and all those big blockbusters, or the Breakfast Club, or High Times at Richmond Heights that have been already talked. I want to talk about or the Terminators and all those. I want to talk about another movies that make a huge impact in me. Back first, I'm going to talk about the fun ones or the stupid ones or the movies that were a little bit not made for children, but for teenagers that were, for example, Cannonball. That's that's a fun one. Police Academy, also a fun one. The Vengeance, the Nerds series they put out. Porky's, all those fun movies that were not for kids, but for bigger teenagers, as I would like to say. Those were fun movies that lead us to our all the years in those kind of movies. Another movie that I really enjoyed very much back in the day is, I don't know if everyone anyone over there has a physical copy of that, and it's a movie that was playing the main character. It's I forgot the name of the guy right now, and it's War Games. That's an awesome movie. I enjoyed very much, and also enjoyed the movie that I don't know if he filmed it before or after War Games. And it's Ferris Bueller Day Off. That's Matthew Broderick. Yeah, that's a really fun movie also. But I really enjoy War Games back in the day with all with computers starting to be in our houses, and you were start to think, oh, maybe I can hack something or get into doing some cool stuff with our computers back in the day that were almost like a toy. But finally, I want to talk about type of movies that I don't think you up there in the States know very much about. It's about about a couple of Italian actors that they film a lot of movies. I think I don't know if in Italy or maybe in Miami or Florida state. And the name of they are two Italian guys, but they adopted English surnames. For example, one of them is Bud Spencer, and the other one is Terence Hill. They are doing this kind of silly movies about bodies. One is thin, and the other one is really chubby, like Abbott and Costello, and those kinds of odd couples. When one was really strong, and the other one was the clever one, and they always got in fights, but they were silly fights. the way they fight the bad guys, it's really fun because they never hit it like this or with big choreographic movements like jumping or they will the fat guy what that play the strong character, the strong guy in the movie always hit the guys with his palm up, so he goes like this, "Pah!" And he hits them the other guys and they were falling apart. It was a really fun movie, stupid movies, but please, if you have the chance, check those guys out. They made a lot of movies back in the 80s. Bud Spencer and Terence Hill. Of course, they got the names from famous actors from the 60s and the 70s. I can't recall right now the original names of those guys they had in Italy, or where they got their stage names, Bud Spencer and Terence Hill. Of course, they took it from famous American actors from the golden age of movies. So that's my movie segment of this video. The next one, you asked to show some 80s music from back in the day. So you being a big Queen fan, I'm going to pay some homage to you, showing some cool tapes from back in the day. Those are, of course, I bought them. This is how I discovered Queen with Queen the game. This, of course, it's everything is in Spanish. I don't know if you can. Sorry about the glare. It's really sunny here. Focus. Maybe there. Well, it's everything is in Spanish. Here we have a Queen Flash Gordon soundtrack. Also, everything. But the font is really small. Everything's now I can't see anything. Sorry. Everything in Spanish and Queen, A Kind of Magic. Also, everything is in Spanish. And then some vinyl from the 80s. The Miracle is from the 80s, yeah? Yes, 89. So 89. The Works. I also have it that the one in tape. A very controversial one. Hot Space. This is an Argentinian pressing. Everything again in Spanish. And then special pressing they put out for the Brazilian market. And this is I'm going to relate it to my trivia question. That's the third part of it. Back in the 80s, Rock in Rio was a huge festival here in South America. I think it's until now it's the biggest festival around here. In Lollapalooza, it's nothing to compare to that. So 85, first edition here. There were lots of bands that played along. I think 2 weeks or 1 week. I think I'm not quite sure. Can't remember. But there were 6 hard rock heavy metal bands. 6, okay, and 5 of them played 2 nights, and only 1 played 1 night. Name those 6 bands. Saying these 5 bands played 2 nights, and this one only played 1 night. So that's my trivia question. It's not so hard and difficult to do. So answer that, and the first guy that gets it right will get an extra entry, and I will tell Beth that you did that. So Beth, thanks again for having this contest. This is Christian down here in Santiago, Chile, saying goodbye. Till next time, see ya.